Hey my beautiful Sagittarian peeps, what's going on everybody? It's Sam from CancerMoonsTarot and I'm coming at you guys with your weekly tarot reading. This is going to be from the week of the 11th through the 17th. How are you guys? I hope you guys are doing well. In reference to these weekly reads, they're going to be very short and to the point, so let's jump on into this and see what we got. Starting out here with the current energies for Team Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus throughout April 11th through the 17th. What do we got coming in here for Saggy? First card out, what do we have? And we have here the Five of Wands. So you could be connecting potentially here with a fire sign, such as a fellow Sag, Leo, or Aries, looking at what it is, or sorry, looking at your next card here for your current energies. We got here the Nine of Cups, and then lastly, we have here the Ten of Pentacles. So taking a look at the current energies here for your week, Five of Wands, Nine of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. It definitely seems here like there's been a little bit of an interruption when it comes towards your personal fulfillment. Why do I feel like somebody here doesn't approve or somebody here doesn't like what you do that basically fulfills you? It's almost like somebody has an issue with it. Somebody might have an issue with the way that you live your life, with a particular lifestyle that you have. There could potentially be problems within family, because I do see that Ten of Pentacles representing your family. So maybe you have a mother, father, or somebody within your family sector who doesn't really necessarily like the lifestyle that you have. Maybe there's something about you that they're not very much so supporting that you're doing in your life. So I think that this week here, if there is anybody who kind of has any sort of opinion, or if there's any sort of very opinionated person around you, this might be the time where people are letting out their opinions, especially the negative ones that you don't necessarily want to hear. So I would totally focus on embracing being who you are this week, Sagittarius, and if anybody has a problem with it, screw it. Do not let them mess your vibe up. Do not let anybody kill your vibe here, even if it's your family, okay? I do understand that sometimes family may have, you know, these opinions that they think is coming from a right and proper place, but it doesn't always mean that it is. You know, just because they may look at something differently and just because they may be your family member does not mean that what they're saying is something that's positive or is helping you out in life. So ultimately, I would say here, prepare for opinionated people this week, okay? And if their opinions start to come out surrounding you, do not let them get to you. Stand very tall and secure in who you are this week, okay? I think that's going to be the best beneficial message I can get to you guys. Let's go ahead and see what you'll be dealing with this week. What are my Sagittarians going to be dealing with throughout the week of the 11th? Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout the 11th through the 17th. What do we have? We have here the Seven of Pentacles. The card of patience for sure, but it also could be the card of investment here for a few of you. Moving on to the next card, we got the Five of Cups. We also have the Page of Cups, and we have here the Four of Wands. So let's talk about it. First things first, based upon what you're dealing with, Seven of Pentacles here to the Five of Cups. I think that you've been very patient, but it's also like very disappointing to constantly hear people kind of give their opinion on your lifestyle and what you choose to do and what personally fulfills you. It's like, why can't I be happy doing me and have other people support me? So there is a lack of support here that's coming up, and it seems to be a pretty repetitive message. And with the Page of Cups here to the Four of Wands, all you want is to live your life peacefully and have peace with the people that are in your life in general. So I want to live my life in peace, but I also don't want to have to constantly be combating with individuals in my life if they don't agree with how I'm living it. So for example, if your family doesn't like potentially the relationship you're involved in, it's like, I don't want that to be an issue. I want you to just respect my relationship. Maybe you have family that don't like the kind of career you have or the kind of things you like to do with your free time. Maybe you have friends that are that way. Maybe you have a partner that is that way, okay? But nonetheless, you're Sagittarius. It's like, I want to be able to live my life in peace, and I also want to have peace with the people that may not agree with what it is I do. You know, I think that it should be fair to agree to disagree, but that doesn't seem to be the theme here showing up. It feels like somebody just keeps injecting their opinions into your life to the point where it triggers you and upsets you. So based upon what you're dealing with, right, Seven of Pentacles, you're going to be trying to have a lot of patience this week to kind of get through the week and get through this person's opinionated energy, but it's going to wear you. It's going to wear you down. You know, when you constantly have to hear somebody's negative opinion, it can be incredibly draining, and that can cause a lot of wear and tear on your mental, right? So as far as I'm picking up here, Sagittarius, you're just trying not to get broken, or you're trying to not let this person make you break or cave in from all the stress and pressure they're kind of putting you under. Let's go ahead and see where things are going for you, where things are going to be going here for Team Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout April 11th through the 17th. We had the Knight of Cups jump out as the first card. Moving forward from that, we got here the Ace of Swords. Yep. We also got here the Four of Pentacles. And then lastly, we got here the Page of Pentacles. Okay. How do we discuss this here? Well, Knight of Cups here to the Ace of Swords. The Knight of Cups is like, based upon where things are going, no matter what, I need to keep moving forward, living my truth. Because when you see the Ace of Swords is that basically that truth card, you know? It's about embracing who you are. It could be a card that represents a moment of clarity or a realization. So this could be saying potentially, I realize that despite the opinion of others, I still have to live my truth. But either way, it's a card here that's talking about your truth. So this is going to be that week where you have to embrace who you are. You have to live in your truth no matter what. And it doesn't matter who is the opposing energy that has this tendency to bring you down. No matter what, you got to live your truth and embrace who you are. Now, with the Four of Pentacles here to the Page of Pentacles, I do see that based upon where things are going, Four of Pentacles, you kind of feel like you want to be in recluse. I think that it's going to be a little bit of a stressful week when you're dealing with opinionated people. It's going to be that repetitive energy of constantly having to deal with somebody's opinion that kind of gets you to the point where it's like, I just want to avoid everybody at this point. But even though you may start to feel that way, I still see you putting yourself out there with the Page of Pentacles coming through here. So Sagittarius, let's go ahead and discuss this reading so far and how your week seems to be looking, okay? So as far as what I'm seeing before we go any further, coming into the week of the 11th, it just seems like you're trying to do your best to live your best life, to live a peaceful life, and to just enjoy yourself. But whether it's one specific person or a multitude of people, there's just somebody here who constantly has a problem with something you're doing. Whether it is your career, whether it is your lifestyle, or anything that you're doing at all. You possibly could even be a relationship you're involved in. Somebody just keeps sharing their negative opinion about something in your life. And I think that you are going to be as patient as you can this week, but it's going to pretty much wear and tear you down because it seems like it's going to be something that's incredibly repetitive for you, and it's going to become a massive stressor for you this week. Now, I know that I could sit here and say, guys, just stay strong, don't let this get to you, but like, let's face it, we're human. When people are constantly kind of critiquing us or throwing some shade at us repetitively, it's going to get to us at some point. So Sag, I can tell you, keep your head held high the entire time, but that's not the easiest thing. You know, saying it might be easy, doing it's a completely different story. So you're going to experience a lot of that stress there, and it's going to bring you to this place of where you feel like, fuck it, I want to keep my life as private as I can at this point, and I just don't even feel like showing up at all. I'm just going to do me, and I'm going to stay isolated from this individual, or potentially you want to stay isolated from everybody because you're so tired of hearing people's opinions. So you're getting to that breaking point. But ultimately, though, I feel like you're going to end up kicking into that mode of like, you know what, fuck it and F this person's opinion. I think even though you're going to be super stressed and you're going to want to shut down, you're going to get that last moment and burst of motivation for you to say, you know what? No, you're not going to shut me down. You're not going to make me feel uncomfortable for living my truth. And most importantly, you're not going to make me feel bad for living my truth. So you're going to get into that energy moving towards the end of the week here. This individual is not going to tear you down, and you're going to continue to show up in your life and to continue living your truth. I like that a lot here for you, Sagittarius. Let's go ahead over here and take a look at the outcome of your week. What is going to be the overall outcome here for Sagittarius's week? Saggy, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. We did have a Five of Swords jump out there, so I'll take that. So we have here the Five of Swords, and then we also have here the Six of Cups. Yeah, I think that you may have been dealing with this energy for quite some time, Sagittarius. It does feel to me like you've been critiqued about your lifestyle or something you're doing for a while. Like, it feels like this is something that's happened in your past before. So Six of Cups, that's usually the card that represents the past. And then Five of Swords over here, that's the card that represents usually conflict. But for me, it feels like what's happening here is that instead of allowing yourself to submit like you may have in your past to the negative opinions of others, the Five of Swords here says, I'm going to fight and stand up for myself and not let other individuals talk me out of the way that I'm living my life or shame me for the way that I'm living my life. Because in your past, you might have caved in, you know? You might have said, fine. You've gotten so sick and tired of hearing somebody's opinion or hearing somebody's critiques to the point where you caved in and said, fuck it. I'll just not do what I'm doing or not enjoy what I'm doing, right? But that's not happening right now in the present moment. With that Five of Swords, you're sticking up here for yourself. So I like that for you. Coming into these, throughout this entire week, this is the energy you're dealing with, right? But coming towards the end of the week, you're feeling even more empowered because of what's happening. You're like, I'm always going to be me. This is me. This is Sagittarius. What you see is what you get. And if you don't like it, oh freaking well. That's too damn bad. So I like that for you guys. I don't like the fact that you have to deal with this combative energy 24/7, which is what it seems like, but I do like that you're standing up here for yourself and you're continuing to live in your truth and not let somebody here tear you down. So guys, truly sorry for those of you that resonate with this and that are experiencing this. It's not fun. I've definitely dealt with a lot of negative opinions repetitively from certain people in my life, to the point where it was such a constant theme, and it made me feel like, you know what, maybe I'll just cave in to what they want for my life. But I had to learn, fuck no, screw that. It doesn't matter how many times somebody here has to say something that they don't agree with. It's not their position to agree with it or not. It's your life, and how you want to live your life is based upon you and what you feel is right for you. So keep on living your life here, Sagittarius, in the manner that you desire, and don't let anyone stand in the way of that. All right? And even though you may want peace in all aspects, if somebody here just can't seem to be happy with what it is you're doing, it's too damn bad for them. Don't try to make everybody happy. Most importantly, continue to make yourself happy. All right? All right, Saggy. Pretty tough read here, but I'm glad that you're pulling through here in the end. If it doesn't resonate with you, that's totally cool. Actually, that might be good for you, right? If it doesn't resonate too, because it was a little rough. So I'm sorry for those of you experiencing these energies once again, but you're going to be okay here at the end of the week. Keep on standing up for yourself, okay? All right, Sag, I love you. If you enjoyed the reading, let me know in the comments below. Take care, guys. If you're new here, consider subscribing. And I'll catch you guys later. Much love, Saggy, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.